This video will introduce you to the steps necessary to catalog your collaborative inquiry proposal on Google Communities and the Google site. First, visit the WHPS homepage at www.whps.org. Once there, we will connect to the faculty and staff portal through the link in the upper right-hand corner. This page houses many important websites. The two that we'll be using are Google Communities and the Collaborative Inquiry Selection site. We start with Google Communities. Once the page loads, we find the blue button in the upper right-hand corner called Create Community. This is how we will create a new listing for a collaborative inquiry group. We want to have the page be open to all users in WHPS.org so that any teacher can browse and potentially choose to join our collaborative inquiry group. We'll give the title of our group to be something that users will understand, our focus and the direction that we plan to take. For this purpose, I'll just call this a sample group. Once we've named our group, if we scroll down, we see a box that says allows us to provide greater description about our ideas and our targets, and also the location. These are the only two required inputs. In the upper right-hand corner, we find the Done key, which will push us to the next step. Here, we can share this community with, first off, our evaluator and supervisor, and secondly, any colleagues who we think might be interested in joining. You can choose to add a note if you desire. Scroll down and click Share. Finally, it's recommended that you add a blog post to your community that will enable others to comment and potentially reply to questions you might raise. Once shared, others will be able to add a comment. That's it. Your community page is now complete, but before you leave, copy the URL by Control-C or right-clicking to copy so that it can be pasted in to the selection site when prompted. Back on the WHPS staff portal, I'll now click on Collaborative Inquiry Selection site to add this listing. Sample proposals will be moved into a tab over here, but live proposals will be entered in under the 2015-16 tab after this presentation has been given. Here you can see where you can browse through proposals that have already been put up. For the purposes of this video, all of these are merely samples. To add our new collaborative inquiry group to the listing, I simply click on Add Item and then input the requested information or make selections from the drop-downs. My sample might have been about technology integration, so I choose that as my broad area. You'll notice that there are practices and instructional strategies through writing here that will cut across multiple content areas, and then the content areas themselves listed if the focus of your work lies specifically only within your discipline. The title was Sample Collaborative Inquiry, and I'll now select a grade range from the list of choices. A brief summary, please kept to 1 to 2 sentences. And under web address, I input the URL that I had copied earlier. It's beneficial to give that URL a different name, likely the same title as your offering. If you're the facilitator, input your email address so that folks might reach out to you if they have questions they don't want to post. That's it. You're done. Click Save, and that listing should jump right into the page as a whole. Here we are. Now that I'm here, I can browse any number of offerings simply by clicking on the link to that community. Here's the one that we just created. Here are some others that have been posted by other individuals. Technically, all of these are simply samples for demonstration purposes. Any questions? Please talk to your building administrator or your immediate supervisor. Good luck, and please spend some time and come up with some creative proposals that will benefit not only you, but colleagues in the building and across the district. Thanks again.